area. Better don't go for qualitative. Okay, qualitative studies we use only where something is not clear, something not explored. No, technology is also well explored actually.
No, psychology science.
Psychology is also very huge actually. What exactly part of psychology you want to explore? Is it cognitive? Is it like behavioral? Behavior has to do with the psychology, but behavior of what? In what sense? In what way? Where? With who? So have to understand first. Qualitative study you can actually research methodology we cannot choose because I like this. It is the need of that research. It's a need of that researcher. So just now you use the word of psychology, experience, satisfaction. Normally all can be done through quantitative because there's a lots of literature available and there are lots of scales measured scales available. Measured scales means those questions are already developed in the literature. Okay, you can adapt and you can use.
Then qualitative don't have any hypothesis, they have only results.
Research question. In qualitative, you are answering those research questions.
We have not hypothesis, we have questions.
In quantitative, we start with the objective, then we have research question, then we can end with hypothesis. And in quantitative, we can also answer research question and or we can finalize or conclude our findings by accepting or rejecting the hypothesis. Okay. So explanatory, explaining actually why it happened. Okay, arriving late or early. Let me use one more example. Healthy habits. What are the healthy habits?
Exercising,
Sleep.
having breakfast every day,
Walking.
dancing.
Not more. Not more.
Enough.
On time.
Enough.
Okay. More sleep is also not healthy actually. Okay. When I sleep 11 hours, okay, I feel like one case actually and my entire day is away.
Healthy food.
Healthy food. Thank you so much actually. And keeping yourself away from lots of things actually. Okay. It can be narcotics, it can be alcohol, it can be smoking, it can be lots of other beverages, too much of caffeine, too much of sugary drinks, too much of energy drinks, so much. Huh?
Oily foods maybe.
Oily food, yes, that junk food actually.
Yeah.
Okay, and those all are the reasons of obesity. Okay, obesity, it's not that one. Obesity actually, the male get pregnant.
We have no obesity.
Sorry?
We have no obesity.
Yes, yes.
We have blood, just blood.
Blood with flesh. Okay, so why I talk about the healthy foods actually? Because healthy habits, probably healthy habits have a high positive relation with living longer. Okay, I do yoga every day. I do hit the gym every day. I keep myself away from most of the unhealthy practices. So, is there any guarantee that I will touch 100 years?
No.
But most probably,
But why no? If you have a good genetics.
because, well, again, you brought the genetics actually.
Also hypothesis, yes.
Yes, that's why these are assumptions actually. There is no correct statement. Okay, so in this scenario, actually, we have to choose a person with healthy habits, healthy practices, person with unhealthy practices. Okay, and then we have to collect the data and then we see. But again, this obesity, healthy, non-healthy actually have been covered drastically actually. Okay, so possible qualitative, possible quantitative, it depends. Again, when we are checking the relationship of one with other or effect of one to another actually, then definitely it's a exploratory. Evaluation of policies and program, such as government policy. Okay, in Thailand, immediately after COVID-19, the government of Ministry of Tourism or the tourism bodies actually imposed tourism tax.
Yeah.
Okay,
Enough.
so So every tourist should pay this amount when they come for a tourism purpose. In Malaysia, there is a policy, every tourist have to pay 10 ringgit per night in any sort of hotel.
City tax.
Okay. Something we call tourism tax, but we can name it. Main context is that is the policy which came from government. You stay with the budget hotel, 3-star, boutique hotel, 5-star, resort, anywhere actually 10 ringgit per night. So that is being collected by the hotel actually, because they have black and white, they have to give this revenue to the government. And of course, immigration and all those are counting actually how many tourists arrived. Why I'm talking about that policy? Because it's very easy to talk actually. Evaluation of that policy. The Thailand government have imposed that, but they imposed, and within a few months they said no, it doesn't work, no more tax from tourists. Why? Because probably that was the reason actually tourists were not coming, because it was not cheaper. Okay, if you ask extra $50, okay, for me $50 probably one person, okay, but if I'm bringing a 7 person, oh my god, okay, it will increase the budget all of a sudden, it will disturb my budget actually. Okay, so those $300-400 I can spend on so many things.
I had better stay at home.
Probably yes, actually, and that is the reason also that your country, X country is having a visa on arrival or not. Okay, if I am going for a vacation, I do consider lots of things actually, visa issues actually. If I need to pay $100 for getting the visa, and getting the visa also for strict 7 days, or lots of issues going to the embassy to get the visa 4 times. Okay, better to go to another country where I can have on arrival visa or no visa required, or online visa. So these policies actually, when we evaluate that what was happening before, what is the effect of that particular policy, evaluate research. Okay, now I use the example of a policy by ministry. This type of study can be conducted on any sort of policy actually. Policy of your family also, policy of your company also. Like my father is very strict. Again, I'm taking an example. My father is so loving person. Okay, my father is very strict, and he said 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. shop means 10 p.m. If after 10 p.m. don't come. I see you tomorrow morning with hunter in my hand. That policy actually. Okay.
So evaluation is this monitoring for a few periods.
Not monitoring, any type of policy actually. Okay. Policy can be good, policy can be bad, but policy have been made actually. What exactly is the impact of that policy on, in what situation, in what manner that policy was made. Quantitative research, empirical, usually based on the numbers for quotations. Quantitative study deals with the numbers. Okay. Quantitative research actually. Logic is explicit and can be replicated. In quantitative actually we can replicate lots of model. Okay, in my master's dissertation, I used the model which was used 10 years back. I started in my master's in 2010. So 2010 I used the model which was used 10 years back, means almost in 2000 or 2001 in Iran. Okay. So I adopted because I wanted to check the factors behind tourists choosing Malaysia as a medical tourism destination. Why medical tourists are choosing Malaysia for their medical treatment. Okay, so I used the model which was already used in Iran, but not completely. There were dependent variable was there, decision making or choosing this Malaysia as a destination. Independent variable, there were 11 actually. I reduced or replaced with a few. Okay, so it's very easy to replicate actually. A replicate is possible. Replicate is not a crime actually. Until unless you justify and you give the entire credit actually who created the very first model actually, and what basis and what are the changes you have brought actually in your study. So there are two words, ADOPT, adopt. Please write down. ADOPT, ADAPT, adopt and adapt. Okay, this is the homework for today. Actually, you can check later on what is the main difference between both. Adopt and adapt. ADOPT, ADAPT. Okay, both are possible, both can be used, both like we are adopting from somewhere, okay, or adapting from somewhere actually. I don't want to talk about, explain both actually, just search. Okay, it's very easy, but if you search about it, you will have more clarity. Yes, your question.
No, adapt is just taking something, and adapt is just adaptation. Yeah,
Like implementation things.
getting.
I want you to check. Adopt and adapt in research. Okay, somehow you are right, of course, absolutely. Adapting is also adapting from somewhere, but there should have some changes, some difference actually. That difference I want you to identify. Often involves hypothesis testing. Okay, but it doesn't mean that every quantitative research must have a hypothesis. Okay, my PhD thesis was a quantitative, but no hypothesis. Okay, with research question also is possible, until unless it's applied research, where we know that this problem is genuine. Okay, so problem, that is the purpose. We came with the research questions and we found the answer for those research questions. We are done. We are not testing any hypothesis. Hypotheses are the assumption. Yes, probably. Okay, probably actually. Your question, your point, like if I'm a healthy person and I really care about my health and those healthy practices, actually, I will live or I will touch 100 years. No guarantee, right? So again, if I follow these practices, probably I will live longer compared to them who are drinking, smoking, ending with McDonald's every day, lots of Coke, soft drinks, because we know that everything has a consequences. But we have seen those people also who are so religious, who are so good and no smoking, all healthy practices, but gone. Okay, so again, there's a probability actually. Okay, there's a probability that if you exercise, you will be healthy. Okay, there are lots of stereotypes also. So hypotheses are assumptions actually. Probably yes, but we have to test. Okay, we have to test, and those testing continue. Qualitative or subjective research usually based on the words, logic. How do you express? Okay, simple example in this room right now. How many of you are happy with this session? When I said how many is quantifiable, means numbers. That's a quantitative. But
Happy or not, it's cool.
sorry.
If the members have the
Okay. So qualitative, actually, if you want to use the same example for qualitative, then it will be happy with what exactly? Okay. I won't be talking about, or I won't be asking, are you happy? That will be again quantifiable because it will be ending with a yes or no only. Oh, okay.
You want to know the reason why.
Reason. Okay. What exactly? So, are we good? Okay. Are you catching over? So I will be probing lots of things actually, rather than ask you immediately or straight. Are you happy? You don't have any option.
Yes or no?
Even you don't have option of saying no.
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to probe actually indirectly. So are we good? So in a different ways actually, because I want to read your mind and express. So are we catching over? Can you please explain? You can ask me anything. I want to have that engagement and I want to read your mind. Express your words. Okay, while you explain that actually, you can easily, so in between those words actually, we can get that is more towards positive or negative. Okay, that's why we conduct interviews in the qualitative actually. And interviews can be formal or informal. Okay, formal interview, I have a few questions. One by one, I will be asking you. I won't interrupt you in between. Okay, this is being recording. We have a video recording or audio recording actually with your permission. Then I will ask, okay, this is the scenario. You have signed the consent form. And also I have signed that I won't be leaking out this data with anyone. This is BNC. And I won't disclose your name also in my research. I will say participant A from TDI. Or staff A from TDI, that's it, staff. Because this research is all about TDI. So staff, so this research is being carried forward from the supply side, that's the demand. Customer side is demand side is the customer, supply side is from the staff. Demand and supply. So different words actually, making sure that we conclude the findings without revealing the identity of the participant. Okay, because identity can be very PMC. My research is about, suppose I'm just using the example, suppose happiness of employees in this institution. Okay, some employees are very happy, some employees are not happy, moderate. Happiness with what? With the income, with the atmosphere, with the environment, with the facilities, with the resources, and so on. Okay, probably person A is not happy, so he will be talking, but again I confirmed him that this is PNC because he can share probably income, probably facilities, probably resources. Okay, the same type of study we conduct in our university also to check the feelings, to check the emotion, to check the satisfaction with the income, with the benefits, with the resources, and so on. Why? Because we want to know what exactly our staff is looking for. So accordingly, we can discuss with the management, this thing we need. Okay, that this thing, our research have confirmed that our staffs are looking for this benefit actually. Okay, probably that can be one of the reasons staff will move. Okay, so if we give this happiness, staff will be good. Staff will be loyal to us. Okay, because loyalty cannot be bought. We cannot buy the loyalty. We have to convince the person actually that we can. Okay. Okay. I have seen number of professors actually who got what you call it, headhunting actually, means competitors call them actually, and okay, you come, we increase the salary, benefit, this, and actually the person was the professor, and we were sitting over the cup of coffee on the loudspeaker. Okay, then he was talking about, oh really? Wow, you can double up my salary? Wow, but why should I come to you? I'm not looking for money. He is already 70-year-old, he's retired, he's having lots of pension. In the private university, he's already having lots of money and also good bank balance and no dependent also because all the kids and everyone. So he's enjoying the life and he's with a good brand already. But the competitor goes, it's okay, you are buying me over the money. I'm not looking for money. Then he's, what exactly you want? We just want. Okay, call me back in the evening. Okay, and in the evening, phone was off because Friday night. Yes. Yeah.
We have 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
So, if we are the researcher of any kind of restaurant, as you mentioned before, it's okay. We may just interview or questionnaire with eaters, how they what they want from this restaurant. However, in our case, in sustainable tourism, for example, with whom can we interview? Or about what?
Sustainable?
Yes.
Or there are so many research on sustainability. I can share a few examples. Sustainability, what exactly you want?
For example, want to make any models for sustainable tourism in our country, how we know what should be effect on its quality?
Sustainability is a very huge thing. Okay, you want to check the sustainability with the local resident. You want to check the sustainability with the employees. You want to check the sustainability with the policy makers. You want to check the sustainability with the tourists. Okay. We will be meeting after the break. In between time, actually, I want you to go on a Google Scholar, check my Google Scholar and Control F sustainability.
So we shouldn't be overgeneralizing, yeah?
We can generalize also. Actually, most of the time we check from the demand side. Sometimes we check from supply side. Because sustainability is a huge. Sustainability is a very broad. Actually, we have to find what exactly we are looking at. We cannot look at all the SDGs actually.
We have to dive deeper, yeah.
No, one, two, or few. Okay, you are looking at the well-being, or you are looking at the. Thanks for the. Yeah, please write your question.
Microphone your question, bullet.
Are there any our
Dostluk bamberinin aşağıdaki.
Yes, of course, there are number of tools which can help you to improvise your article, and I will be focusing more on those tools and tactics and tips after the break at 2 p.m. Okay. So you can stop the recording. You can off the Zoom actually, and we will meet again at 2 p.m. Okay. Take a break.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the first law that means the same article giving success as well. That's the